We're going to go to Sebastien Galy right now with Nordea. George Servelos at Deutsche Bank just publishing his title, Mario is Back. And Sebastien, a critical note here. To start with, the ECB easing will likely be accompanied by Fed easing. Do you assume that we get a joint central bank QE of some form going on?
I think so, yeah. You get the Fed basically easing on one side and the ECB starting to ease very slowly, not the 3 rate cuts, which are currently expected. But the market has gone over itself.
Is the punch bowl sloshing over? I mean, remember the punch bowl? How quaint it seems like now. I mean, you listen to him, you listen to George Servelos. What is it, Dow 28,000?
I mean, the last 6 months has seen such a sea change in monetary policy expectations. I haven't seen anything like this.
Is the VIX where it should be, or is the old VIX at 10 or 12 right now?
I think the VIX is pretty fair, around 15 or so. We've got a macro model that looks at the VIX, and we break it down into ISM, which is falling, corporate profits, which are still strong, and policy uncertainty, which is quite high as well. So it's about fair value. And remember, the market, we talked about the move versus the VIX. The market in equities is not moving around all that much. Realized volatility has actually been reasonably subdued, and so it's hard to justify a VIX anywhere north of where we are right now.
Dean, when you look at what the market will look at in the next 5 to 6 months, is it all central banks? Or will they actually start figuring out that geopolitics is there and alive and we don't exactly know what happens with the trade concerns?
I think we always have to look at geopolitics and worry that there's something that markets can't properly price. These types of risks don't fit nicely into an Excel spreadsheet, and there's a lot of geopolitical uncertainty right now. I think the central bank uncertainty is quite significant as well. My sense is that the Powell Fed is pretty market friendly. They want to do the right thing. I think they're concerned that they remain the only game in town, that this is the only pathway to trying to re-stimulate an economy which is slowing. Well, but I think the biggest concern is that the economy is slowing at a speed that the central banks might not be able to counteract at this point.